Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Right now here at 5 o'clock, OU officially announces its new AD today, how he's hoping to fill the shoes of a Sooner legend.
Plus, what one of two suspects in a deadly sledding crash told police before she was arrested for murder.
And a state representative pleads guilty to felony charges and is forced to resign just days before the legislative session. Details coming up.
But first here at 5 o'clock, we have some breaking news out of Logan County. Investigators say a juvenile admits to killing his mother, then putting her body in a trash can earlier today. This is a live look. Bob Mills, Sky News 9, over the scene over Cascada Falls. That's the neighborhood that is just north of the Oklahoma County line.
So this is far southern Logan County. We're taking a live look at the scene. OSBI is there. The Logan County deputies say they went out there. They did find a body in the polycart, in the trash can out there. So deputies are out there. The OSBI has been called in to investigate. We have a crew heading there on the ground. We're hoping to get some more details for you, and we'll bring that to you live right here on News 9 and also on our News 9 app as well. Well, let's talk now and get you up to speed on the weather, because just as we thought we were done with all this freezing weather, well, it's getting a little bit warmer out there, but then we got to talk about what's to come once again.
That's right. And, you know, we thought we were going to be thawing out today. We thought the roads were going to look pretty good, and they do for the most part. But now, here comes the refreeze. We always talk about this happening at night, but this is going to be kind of a big refreeze for us, David.
Yeah, we're going to get below freezing for a couple of days, guys, not just during the late night and early morning hours. So we'll do it again tonight. We'll dip into the upper 20s, so any slush or any water you see around right now, that'll be ice tonight and into early tomorrow morning. Cloud cover is increasing some, but man, the 40s today never felt so good. Let's go to Lynx 1, and lots of melting snow across Oklahoma. The cloud cover is zipping from west to east, but the white that you see showing up from Kansas through Oklahoma into Texas, that is all snow that continues to soak into the ground with that, again, January sunshine. Still some slick spots out there. The main roads are good. The secondary streets are slushy, and your neighborhood streets are still, again, dealing with some slush. Today, up to 42. Man, that was good. It still feels pretty good outside. Lots of 40s on the map where we had nearly a foot of snow. We have upper 30s like Enid and Kingfisher. We have 50s in the northwest, 60s right now in our panhandle. But it's cool, but here we go. It's going to get colder. We're going to bring in more Arctic air before that gets here. This storm now coming over and through Salt Lake City right now will move in here late tonight and tomorrow. It'll give some of us a little drizzle, maybe a little freezing drizzle, and for some a light winter mix. So here we go. Coming up in weather, well, we're talking about the 40s. They feel good, but the Arctic air, like I said, it's going to return. A little freezing drizzle, a light winter mix for some. What about that next shot of snow? That's on the 9-day. Who sees a little more snow and how much? 9-day forecast coming up. Guys, back to you.
We'll see you then from the Bob Mills Weather Center. David, thank you. State Representative A.J. Pittman is forced to resign from office after pleading guilty to felony charges related to campaign violations.
Our Capitol reporter Haley Hetrick joins us live with reaction from the state capitol. Haley?
Well, following months of unanswered media requests and continually maintaining her innocence, A.J. Pittman pled guilty to submitting a fake check to the State Ethics Commission in an attempt to avoid repayment of funds to her campaign account. New court documents show what was uncovered when the AG's office executed search warrants at A.J. Pittman's state capitol office, part of a criminal investigation into campaign finance violations. The filing details text messages between Pittman and Senate Executive Assistant Trina Baez, showing Pittman sent instructions to Baez to forge a $2,500 check. Investigators say Baez used a computer to modify the document before sending it back electronically. Both women are charged with felony counts. Pittman will receive a 7-year deferred sentence. Part of that includes forced resignation from her OKC House seat. Attorney General Gutner Drummond said in a statement, this office will continue to hold elected officials accountable when they abuse their positions and betray the public's confidence. No one is above the law in Oklahoma. House Speaker Kyle Hilbert says this conduct is unacceptable and falls well below the standard expected of anyone serving in the Oklahoma House of Representatives. Pittman announced her resignation just minutes before the court documents were posted, saying, "I believe stepping aside allows my district to be served without distraction." House Minority Leader Cindy Munson says her caucus remains committed to accountability and transparency for all elected officials. Now, according to state law, the governor must call a special election to fill that seat. We've reached out to Governor Stitt's office for details and have not heard back this evening. Amanda.
All right, Haley, and the Oklahoma Ethics Commission has separately voted to accept a settlement agreement with Pittman related to these matters.
The Department of Human Services is asking for more than $140 million in extra funding for the next fiscal year. That's a 17% increase. This after the agency had to suspend the state's child care subsidy program in November because they had a $49 million budget shortfall. Reports show more than $57 million would be set aside for those programs. Lawmakers must approve the budget during session, and that legislative session starts on Monday with Governor Stitt's final State of the State address. We'll carry that speech live. It begins at 12:30.
We are waiting to get an update on the condition of a woman who crashed into a creek in southwest Oklahoma City. Mason Dunn was up in Bob Mills Sky News 9 over Southwest 59th and Morgan Road just after 2 o'clock. Police say a passerby stopped, and that passerby, along with an officer, helped pull the woman out of that vehicle. It flipped upside down in a creek. The woman you saw, she was loaded into an ambulance, taken to the hospital. No word exactly what caused the crash. City fire crews evacuate residents at a northwest Oklahoma City apartment complex to safety early this morning.
This is a pretty big fire, destroyed multiple buildings. Some residents now need to find a new place to live. News 9's Jennifer Pierce has details on the fire that remains under investigation.
Fire department officials say the overnight fire destroyed the apartment complex office, a pool house, and 2 units. It also came dangerously close to other buildings, leaving residents in fear for their lives. Fire crews were initially called to investigate smoke coming from a building early Wednesday morning. Fire crews say the smoke quickly turned into a 2-alarm fire at the complex near Northwest 10th and Meridian.
How did they wake you up?
Banging on the door.
What did they say?
They said there's a fire next door, we got to get out.
Fire crews say the pool clubhouse contained pool chemicals and propane tanks that exploded in the fire. Firefighters also battled icy conditions to put out the flames.
Sidewalks were pretty icy. It just takes a little bit longer to get everything in place.
Fire officials say no one was injured in the fire. In northwest Oklahoma City, Jennifer Pierce, Oklahoma's own News 9.
Jen, thank you. Now, the fire department actually called Embark to give evacuated residents a warm place to wait while crews put out that fire.
All right, Oklahoma, we are live in the Bob Mills Weather Center. Today, the big melting continues, the big meltdown. We love it. Into the 40s, the highways are looking great, but the city streets, neighborhoods, and your rural streets, your parking lots, things like that, you're going to have some slush hanging around. That will, again, turn into more black ice tonight and tomorrow morning. Might be talking about some freezing drizzle tomorrow morning, at least a little bit, and a little snow down the road. Oh yeah, and more Arctic air. Your forecast coming up.
Also coming up, an illegal lottery operation is shut down after 6 years, what one operator said when he was arrested, coming up after the break.
Search warrants reveal new details about a deadly sledding crash here in Oklahoma City. Police say Angel Wazir admitted to drinking before pulling Michaela Mitchell on a sled behind a car on Sunday night. The rope broke, leaving Mitchell in the road near Northwest 82nd and Walker. She was then hit and killed by James Kirk. Reports show Wazir and Kirk both smelled of alcohol. Police did blood draws on both suspects before being booked on murder and aggravated DUI complaints.
A suspect arrested for running an illegal lottery tells OKC police he didn't know that was against the law. Police say Gerardo and Jessica Garcia started running Guerra's giveaways out of 2 homes in 2020. A tip alerted police to the illegal lottery last October. Officers found a raffle wheel, lottery numbers, and cash when they searched the homes. Both were booked on several complaints.
All right, Oklahoma, here we go. Lots of sunshine today. Look at all those camera shots there from our Lucky Star Skycam network. Sunshine, we made it into the 40s. And again, the big thaw continues. We're not finished, though. More cold air coming and a little more snow. Your forecast coming up.
You're watching Oklahoma's own News 9.
A big day for Sooner Nation. OU officially introduced its new athletic director.
Roger Denny will be the 12th AD at the university and will officially take over his new role February 15th. Our sports director, Toby Rowland, joins us now with his plans to fill some big shoes.
That's right. It has been 28 years since OU has had a day like this. 1998 was when Joe Castiglione was hired. Today, a new boss for Sooner Athletics, Roger Denny, formally introduced in Norman. Denny telling a gathering of coaches, media, and athletic department personnel today that Oklahoma is the most respected brand in college athletics. The deputy AD at Illinois the last 4 years, Denny has an extensive legal background, and he says he is very much aware that he is following in the extremely big footsteps of his highly successful predecessor, Joe C.
But the challenge at hand is to take the torch from Joe and to really build on the legacy of success that he's cultivated here, and I'm ready to accept that challenge and excited by it. There's one goal for every single program that we sponsor. That goal is not progress, it's not wins, it's championships. We're not here to play small.
And we'll hear more from Roger Denny coming up at 6 o'clock. He's impressive, soft-spoken, seems like a real bulldog. We'll go one-on-one with the new Sooner boss Sunday night on the Blitz, but an impressive man.
And this is the only world he knows when it comes to NIL and being athletic director.
4 years ago, he was hired at Illinois, and that's when NIL started. So he doesn't know anything before this crazy world we live in now, which I think is great.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And he comes here with twin sons.
Twin sons.
Yeah.
How about that? Bob Stoops worked out well. Twin
Good
sons.
point.
It's a good sign.
Coincidence? I don't know.
We've got to keep hiring people with twins.
Twins. Yeah.
And welcome here to Oklahoma and our crazy weather.
What? I mean, you know.
I know.
He's Illinois. He's used to a little bit of this for sure.
Yeah.
Too different.
Yeah, and especially they've had a crazy year up there this year. I mean,
Yeah, they got snow too.
all the time. It's been a crazy year for them. We've had one big event so far, and it was a big one. When you take the snow, and remember, the colder it is, a little bit of moisture, you get more snow out of it. So kind of show you here how much we got out of what we picked up. So just a recap here on the snow amounts across the metro, anywhere from 6 to 7 to 8 to 10 inches out in El Reno and Piedmont, right? That was kind of that bullseye that's set up to the west and north of Oklahoma City, up north of Tulsa. Kind of that yellow on there, that's 10, 11, 12-inch totals up near Enid. The red is at 6 to 12, and that was kind of our map last week, right? We had the big 6 to 12-inch swath across a large chunk of Oklahoma. I think forecast, I like what we did. I like it, and I love it. All right, so let's take that snow. Let's melt it down. And here's what you get. So you're thinking, all that snow gave us 0.45 of an inch. That's less than a half an inch in Oklahoma City. All that snow last weekend. We were so dry that snow will stack up, right? So isn't that pretty crazy? And it's all about the ratio. It's a formula that we use talking about the cold air, the dry air, and the moisture. And you have very dry air in place, your snow amounts are going to be higher. We had true Arctic/Siberian air in place, and that's why a little bit of rain turned into snow gave us a lot of snow, right? So amounts across the rest of Oklahoma, it was a good soaking rain, if it were all rain, especially across the wheat belts in the west and northwest. This is a great, great moisture-full storm system for sure with all the snow. It was great. Just soaks into the wheat. It's all good. 41 degrees in Oklahoma City with a south wind now at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. I hope you got a chance to enjoy today. Tomorrow, we're in the low 30s by the afternoon. We're cloudy, we're windy, and here we go again. 43 in Guthrie, 48 in McLeod, 50 in Meeker. Wow. 39 in Okarche, 38 in Kingfisher. It's colder where the snow is deeper just to the west and northwest of Oklahoma City. And again, we continue to eat away, melt away at the snow. Temperatures right now, we have some 30s and 40s on the map. It's a light south breeze, but our next cold front is developing to the north, and it will all come through at the same time with that storm system right there moving into the Rockies. That is tomorrow's storm system. So lows tonight, upper 20s and low 30s. So we're not near as cold tomorrow morning, but we're cold enough that the moisture coming up and into Oklahoma from the south, we'll see clouds developing. And also along this front and ahead and even behind the front, could see that light freezing drizzle, okay? And this is what I'm talking about. Overall, it's not a high chance. We'll do a 20% chance for freezing drizzle in Oklahoma City. Better chance late tonight and tomorrow morning will be in northern and northeastern Oklahoma for a light winter mix. Might see a little freezing drizzle, might see a little sleet, might see a little snow, okay, across the north and the northeast tomorrow afternoon. That'll be mainly in northeastern and eastern Oklahoma. A little drizzle, some showers, a little bit of light snow, a little bit of a light winter mix, and then that'll be it. So not a major system, but we could have some slick spots around tomorrow morning and throughout the day tomorrow if the drizzle becomes heavy enough. Some data says, yep, other data says not so much, okay, that the dry air wins out. Highs tomorrow afternoon, these are falling afternoon temperatures. How about a 28 in Ponca City, 32 in Oklahoma City, 40 down in Ardmore. North winds will pick up. Look at Friday's highs, 29 in Ponca City, 39 in Altus, 30 in Oklahoma City, 26 in Miami. And then for Friday evening, Friday night into early Saturday morning, we'll do a solid 40% chance for flurries and light snow. That's the way it looks. And again, high Saturday into the upper 20s. That's it, Saturday. But it doesn't last that long. It's not as cold as what we just got out of, because by Sunday, we're back into the 40s, okay? Monday, 50, which is going to be Groundhog's Day. How about that? And then another system on Tuesday might give us some rain, maybe some morning ice. Hopefully we'll get a little rain out of that. And a little colder, but look at that 60 on the 9-day. It's been too long. We have missed you. 60s are coming back. Hey, coming up tonight at 6, how much snow will we see tomorrow night, into your Friday night, into your Saturday? Forecast coming up at 6 o'clock. Carl, back to you.
David, thank you. Still ahead, an Oklahoma City chef is missing just one award, and it is the most prestigious. Why he says it matters far beyond the kitchen. After the break. He credits hard work and sacrifice for the national success of his 2 restaurants.
And now a local chef is hoping to be a first for his community. Mike Glover has his story in tonight's Something Good.
He has literally become one of Oklahoma City's most decorated chefs nationwide. And perhaps this year is the year he receives that one accomplishment that has eluded him for 4 years.
Opening up a restaurant is definitely not easy. It takes a lot of work, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of sacrifice.
And Chef Jeff Chanterloon has put in the work and made the sacrifices, opening his first restaurant, Martalao, in 2021, and his second restaurant, Bar Sin, right next door last year. Both places getting national attention almost immediately.
Within a year, we made the New York Times again, so we made it twice, 2 different restaurants.
Recognitions that completely caught the chef off guard.
They show up unannounced. If they do make reservations, they make it under an alias, and you don't know that they came until they email you or call you and like, hey, we ate at your restaurant, we loved it.
It is that attention that he credits for saving his business.
We had our regulars, but it wasn't enough. The New York Times came out and it saved everything.
In addition to those reviews, Chef Jeff has also been a finalist for the prestigious James Beard Award.
Twice, 2023, 2024. I completely didn't make the list at all in 2025, so I was a little hurt that year.
He's hoping the third time is the charm, as he just found out he's on the initial ballot for this year's nominations.
No Laotian restaurant or chef has ever won a James Beard Award.
For Chef, representing his family on that stage would mean everything.
I tell myself it's because of him we accomplished everything we have here.
Oklahoma City's nationally recognized chef. That is something good. I'm Mike Glover for Oklahoma's Own.
People
Good stuff
rave
right
about
there.
the food, too, have been
Well,
there.
and he's had such success with the first one that he has a second one going. Yeah.
Congrats on everything so
Absolutely.
far.
Yeah, for sure. Well, coming up next on the CBS Evening News, Oxford, Mississippi. Take a look. Residents have been without power for days, and now there is no running water. How people are stepping in to help.
And here's a look at what we're working on for News 9 at 6. We are continuing to follow that breaking news in the metro, Logan County, after deputies find a mother dead in a trash can. We're going to have a live report from the ground coming up.
Those stories, plus David's next forecast coming up in 30 minutes.
Just checking our News 9 closing list for tomorrow because all the parents are watching that closely.
Yeah.
The only metro schools so far to cancel for tomorrow, Piedmont Public Schools.
Okay. There you go.
So we're waiting, though, to see if
Yeah.
any more come.
Today was good.
It was good. We
Yeah.
melted off, but still, it's the side streets that, the buses and all that. But, the ice will reform again tonight, at least in there, where it's wet.
All right.
Okay.
We'll
Latest
see you
at
at 6.